anything, she said with a slight whimper. The prom ended at 11. She was supposed to text us to pick her up. They're probably just hanging out after the party, he said, calming her down, or at least attempting to. You need to relax. Valentina stared at her phone, checking if there was a signal, then put it down just as the screen lit up. Relief washed over her as she saw her daughter's name on the display. She opened the text. They're going to the beach to make a bonfire, she said with a light laughter. She's asking if it'll be okay that she stays out a little later. I guess I won't be going to sleep anytime soon then. Well, there you go, Robert said. Your daughter is just having a good time for once. High school has not been easy for her, but now she finally seems to be enjoying herself. Don't ruin it with all your worry, please. Chapter 2. Valentina stared at the clock on the wall. It was past 2 o'clock now, and still there was no news from her daughter. She was getting tired now and wanted to go to bed soon. Robert had turned in, and Valentina had also been dozing off on the couch, waiting to hear from Lucy. She looked at her phone again, wondering if she should call her and tell her it was time to come home. It wasn't like Lucy to stay out all night like this, and by now, Valentina feared the girl might have been persuaded to drink alcohol or do something worse. Lucy was a good girl and had stayed away from all that stuff, so Valentina didn't understand why she'd start now. She usually wasn't interested in partying, and it had actually taken some effort to persuade her, even to go to this dance. Valentina had bought her a beautiful lavender dress, but still, the girl had told her she didn't want to go. But then some weeks ago, she had come home and suddenly told Valentina that she had changed her mind, and that some kids from the school had asked if she was going and had been friendly toward her. There was also a boy, she had admitted, who had told her he thought she was cute. Valentina had thought it was wonderful and hoped that things were finally shaping up for her, like her mother had wanted for so many years. They had gone through so much bullying and so many bad times with no friends in school that Valentina had thought this was an answer to her prayers. But she hadn't expected her daughter to stay out so late. Now, she didn't know what to do. She did know, however, that 2 o'clock was way too late, and it was time to put a stop to it. She walked up the stairs to her bedroom and woke Robert. She hasn't texted yet. I fell asleep, but now I think we need to get her home. It's 2 o'clock, she said. Robert sat up in the bed and cleared his throat. Really? That is too late. Call her and tell her I'm on my way. Robert rose to his feet and found his jeans, then put them on. Valentina was about to call Lucy when Robert's phone on his nightstand rang. They shared a brief look, then he grabbed it. It's her, he said. It's Lucy. Valentina breathed, relieved, but the feeling was soon replaced by anger over her daughter's reckless behavior. Lucy knew this was way too late. She was being very irresponsible. Robert picked up the phone and held it against his ear. A voice could be heard on the other end and was yelling loudly, so Valentina could hear it vividly even if she couldn't make out what was being said. But she did realize the voice didn't belong to her daughter. Robert's smile froze, and his eyes became steel gray. Who is this? Who is this? Robert looked at the display as the connection was lost. Who was that? Valentina asked fearfully. What did they say, Robert? But Robert was unreachable at this point. His nostrils were flaring, his eyes ablaze with anger. Robert, who was that? He grabbed his shirt and put it on while running into the hallway and down the stairs without uttering a single word to his wife. Robert? She called after him, but he just continued, rushing out the front door which slammed shut behind him. Robert? Robert? Chapter 3. 1 year later. Hey, you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. I approached the guy in the alley. I couldn't see his face or the young girl's face enough to see their eyes or their features, but I didn't have to. I knew exactly what was happening. This girl is no more than a teenager, and you're selling crack to her? I said. What kind of monster does that? The lanky guy stared at me.